Morning, guys. I did not have a very good night's sleep last night because of my neighbors. Oh, this seems to be a reoccurring issue. Um, why won't that stay up? It seems to be a reoccurring issue for me up here, and it's really driving me insane. Um, I'm obviously dressed. I'm getting ready to go to work. My ride should be here within the next 20 minutes or so. I'm so frustrated. It's not even funny. I will say I'm very glad that James is not here right now. He's not here obviously right now because the car has to go to the garage today. We had to wait to even take the car to the garage. So the car goes into the garage today. Justin had to be there to take the car to the garage, and it's not in this town that it's at a garage at. It's going to a garage in a different town. So Justin and James stayed with his grandmother last night. Well, let's just say I went to try to lay down at maybe 10 o'clock last night. That didn't happen. That didn't happen simply because my neighbor decided that she's going to run up and down her steps. And this happens just about a daily basis. And I was actually hoping that me filming this, she would do it again. But knowing my luck, she probably won't do it again. Yeah, so it pretty much just sounded like a elephant was running up and down steps. I do not have steps in my apartment because we just have James, so we have a 2-bedroom apartment. There are apartments up here that have, the main level floor and then a top level floor with 3 bedrooms. Obviously, I don't have that. I don't need that. It gets on my nerves. And then to make it worse, I finally dozed off, and maybe it was sometime after 11 last night. I woke up again. I got woke up again. And this time I got woke up to the neighbor had turned on their light, which the light doesn't bother me that much, you know what I mean? But anyway, the neighbor had turned on her light, and she had proceeded to go outside and was trying to get into my apartment. Now, this is not the first time that has happened, unfortunately. This happens quite a lot up here, and I'm sick of it. I mean, it's really not a bad place to live. You just gotta mind your neighbors, pretty much. But I really got frustrated last night because, okay, I know for a fact that my neighbor does not work. Okay, my neighbor does not have a job in any way, shape, or form. I have a job. I have a full-time job. I am usually up every morning that I work at 6 a.m. and I don't get home till maybe 5:30 or 6:30 every day. So it's important for, me to try to get some sleep other than, the normal mommy life mishaps of not getting sleep. So anyway, the neighbor proceeds to try to open my screen door. Now, what I do whenever, obviously when I'm home alone or I'm not here, I'm at work, whatever, I lock the screen door and then I lock my main door. And I do that because if I don't lock both of them, one or the other is going to be wide open just about all night long because of the neighbor trying to get into my apartment. Filing a complaint does absolutely no good up here on your neighbors. And that really pisses me off because it's like nobody understands what I go through with my neighbor. I used to have neighbors on both sides of me. However, the neighbor on this side finally got kicked out. The neighbor on this side got kicked out for not living here. You have to actually physically be here a certain amount of days of the month. She wasn't here. She broke up her family for drugs. Got kicked out for drugs and not being here. So, I don't have to worry about this neighbor anymore. This neighbor was a huge pain. Now all I have to worry about is this neighbor, which this neighbor hung out with this neighbor all the time. So what does that tell you? I'm very, very pissed off already this morning, and it's Monday morning. I hate Mondays as it is, but this absolutely makes Mondays worse. So, I peeped out the window. To make sure that I was correct, and I was correct. This neighbor was trying to get into my apartment. I don't know what the crap's going on. She has no business even doing this. So you know what? I guess I'm just going to film it every time something crazy happens, or try to catch it on video and then take it to my landlord. Maybe then something will be done about it. I don't know. But anyway, she proceeded to try to walk on into my apartment. I don't know why. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, that's too much. Get out of my life. Like, just go away. Um, anyway, so obviously she learned that the screen door was locked, so she couldn't get nowhere. Well, I have a back door that has a screen door and a back door as well. Well, lo and behold, it happened to my back door as well last night. Maybe 10 minutes after, she had tried at the damn front door. Sorry for the language, I'm pissed. Anyway, so obviously that failed. After the front door try failed and the back door tried failed, I don't know if maybe she was trying to find a way in to steal. I don't know what's going on. I have no idea. None whatsoever, but it's getting on my last nerve. So, a little bit after that, someone was pounding on the screen door. And when I say pounding, I don't know if anyone's ever had to have cops come over and talk to you the way they like pound on your door, that really obnoxious loud. Okay, it was kind of like that. And it was nonstop for over 15 minutes at my door. And I did not answer the door. I gotta get to work. I gotta get some sleep. Just leave me alone. I don't care what's going on. Mind your own business. I mind my own business up here for that reason. So yeah, it didn't quit until probably 15 minutes of her pounding on the door. Maybe she's strung out or something. I don't know. Just leave me alone. A while back, we had an instance where this neighbor was up at like 1 or 2 in the morning and had decided to come over here and was all messed up, couldn't stand still. I wouldn't say drunk, because I've been around drunks before and I've never seen a drunk act like that. Granted, everyone acts different drunk. I don't know. And was just really weird and was accusing us of stealing something that her mother had gave her, and that her mother was there earlier today. And we were home all day long. We were home all day long that day, and we didn't leave the apartment. Okay, we stayed inside our apartment all day long. We don't socialize with the neighbors. We don't even let our son play with the other kids around up here, because it's pretty much like everybody is against everybody up here. You know what I mean? Like, it's like high school all over again. Oh, I'm going to be nice to you, but I'm going to stab you in the back a couple of times. So, I don't know. So, she had came over here and accused us of stealing something that her mother had gave her earlier today. And I let Justin handle it. I let him answer the door and handle her dumbass, because I don't got time for this shit. One, you don't need to be coming over here, waking me up, waking my son up, and waking my boyfriend up when I have a full-time job and my boyfriend watches our son all day, and you better not wake up my son again. You're very lucky, however, that my son did not get woke up this morning. If that would have happened, last night, needless to say, one of us would have went outside and went off. That's just uncalled for. You don't do stuff like that. You just don't do that. You know what I mean? It's just little things like that that really get me going. Just because you live up here and your rent is free, you don't have to pay your electric bill, or you don't have any bills at all to pay, because you get everything handed down to you because you say you can't work. You can't work. And let me tell you one thing. There's nothing wrong with this person. This person, I have seen for a fact, lift stuff that a normal person that gets disability wouldn't be able to lift. And I do know that for a fact because this person has told me. You wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff that you do if you were actually physically disabled. So what's the problem here? Get off your ass and go get a job, because I'm tired of you bothering me, pretty much, is what I would love to say. But I'm too much of a pushover. I would probably never say anything. I would sit back and make rants like this. Moral of the story, guys. If you live in a place where you have a lot of people squished in together, your neighbors are going to get on your nerves. You might have a crazy neighbor like I have up here, or 2 crazy neighbors. Chances are one of them's going to get kicked out for doing something. Now all we need is the other one to get kicked out. But I could always get somebody worse in this apartment. I'm so aggravated. It's just not even funny. Like I said, I literally got ready for work, and it seems to have finally stopped. I guess she's finally asleep or whatever now. I don't know.